Emma placed 2 plates on the table. The pasta was already getting cold. She checked the time again. 8:47 p.m. The message from Alex arrived about a few seconds later. Running late. Still at work. Emma stared at the screen. Alex was supposed to be home 2 hours ago. Feeling anxious and frustrated, she typed something, deleted it, typed again, deleted it, then typed, "No worries," adding a smiling emoji, send. When Alex finally walked through the door, he dropped his bag on the couch. "Hey, babe," he said casually. Emma forced a smile. "Hey." Alex glanced at the table. "Oh, you cooked?" Emma nodded. "It's nothing fancy." Alex checked his phone again, replying a text. "Sorry you had to wait. Today was crazy at the office." They both sat down quietly and started eating. After a few bites, Alex noticed something. "You're being quiet." Emma shook her head. "No, I'm fine." Alex frowned. "You waited for me, didn't you?" Emma shrugged. "It's not a big deal." Alex leaned back in his chair. "You do this every time." Emma blinked. "Do what?" "You say everything's fine," he said, "but it clearly isn't." Emma felt the familiar pressure rising in her chest, the urge to avoid this conflict, to smooth it out, fix the situation, to make sure the night didn't turn into another fight. "It's really okay," she said quickly with a smile. "I understand, honestly. I get it," she said. "You had to work, things got late, and I understand." Alex looked frustrated. "That's not the point." Emma laughed nervously. "I just didn't want to eat alone without you." "And that's exactly the problem," said Alex. Emma froze. "What problem?" "You keep pretending you don't mind things," he said. "But I can tell you do. I can feel it." Emma looked down at her plate. Her mind started calculating. Various thoughts began to flow through her mind. If I say I was upset, he'll feel guilty. If he feels guilty, this becomes another big fight. If it becomes another fight, the whole night is ruined. If the night is ruined, I am the bad person. So she chose the safer option. "I'm really not upset, Alex. Seriously." Alex stared at her. "Oh, God." Then he said something quietly. "I feel like I'm arguing with someone who keeps numbing her voice and feelings." Emma looked up. "What?" "You won't disagree with me," he said. "You won't tell me you're upset, even though it's written all over your face." He gestured toward the table. "You just keep saying, 'It's fine.'" Emma's chest tightened, because deep down, he was right. She wasn't being honest. She was managing the atmosphere, keeping things calm, avoiding tension, making sure no one felt bad. But something strange happens when you spend all your energy protecting everyone else's feelings. Your own feelings slowly vanish from the conversation, pretending that avoiding confrontation is the best way to keep the peace. Alex stood up and carried his plate to the sink. "I don't need you to agree with me," he said. "I just want to know what you actually feel." For a while, the apartment went quiet. Emma sat alone at the table. And for the first time that evening, she heard herself asking a simple question. "What do I actually want?" The answer appeared immediately. She wanted him to be present and on time. She wanted him to notice she had prepared a meal for them. She wanted him to care enough she waited. She wanted to be held close even when it felt she'd fallen apart. But instead of saying those things, she erased them. Because people-pleasers believe something dangerous. They believe peace comes from never upsetting anyone. But the truth is quieter than that. Peace doesn't come from hiding your feelings. It comes from letting them exist. Emma stood up and walked to the sink. Alex was rinsing his plate. She took a breath and said the thing she had been avoiding all night. "I was upset." Alex looked at her, not angry, not defensive, just listening. And in that moment, Emma realized something surprising. The conflict she feared wasn't the real danger. The real danger was disappearing from the conversation completely. And not only that, The conflict she thought would arise from making her feelings known never did arise. For what Alex had in waiting for her expressing her feelings was the warmth and love she craved.